So good morning, Jason.
How are you, Reza?
Yeah, fantastic. Welcome to Ignite.
Yeah.
The first one, I understand.
It is, and it's quite impressive, isn't it?
Yeah.
The scale of it is, you don't see anything like this in Australia, I can tell you.
And you see all the partners from all over the world.
Yeah.
I think we've got over 40 countries that are joining TD SYNNEX here.
Yeah, unbelievable.
So great.
Yeah.
So Jason, tell me a little bit about your business.
Yeah, so I'm head of strategic alliances at a company called First Focus in Australia. We're a managed service provider.
Yeah.
We have about 340 staff around Australia. We've got offices around most capital cities there, and we also have a couple of offices in the Philippines. They're our biggest offices actually over there. That's pretty much in the long and the short of it. We provide managed services to predominantly 50 to 200 user clients, I guess you could say. So even though we're getting bigger, we still sort of look at that small medium business as our primary customer base.
Right. So you're in a very, very sweet spot for growth right now, which is excellent, like many of the partners out there. So for you, what is important in your business in terms of a relationship with a partner like TD SYNNEX? What is it that you look for to support your business?
Yeah, so there's a number of things, I guess, that we look for, and I guess if you look at the channel being the vendor, the distributor, and then the reseller, and our role being the reseller, integrating software and products into clients' environments, we really rely on that distributor to sort of be that connection to the vendor and their products and services, and especially if you're talking Microsoft, there's a lot to that relationship, and it's very difficult to make sure that you're benefiting from everything that you can with that. So we lean heavily on tech data for that support.
Really appreciate it. And you recently moved your business back to us, right?
Yeah.
Which we're delighted to have you.
Yeah.
Tell me, what was the factor? What got you to come back?
Yeah, well, First Focus hadn't been with Tech Data before, but we review our vendors and distributors regularly, and it's something that I recommend companies do, because the rate that MSPs and the tech industry changes, what suited you a few years ago is not always what suits you now. But we go to market and we reviewed our Microsoft distributors, so we invited a couple of distributors to propose to us.
Right.
And the factors that we were looking at, I guess predominantly was not just price. Price was important.
Yeah.
And that I guess gets you a seat at the table. But then beyond that, nowadays it's really about what operational efficiencies we can gain. How do our teams integrate together? And also, again, touching on that partner management side, how can that distributor help us with those partner services and offerings?
Right.
And then obviously the whole relationship as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, our mission, obviously, as a cloud business within TD SYNNEX, we want you to have the best experience in terms of the platform operations. So we invest heavily, because we know that's a big burden for partners if you have to take that cost.
Yeah.
And then ultimately there are layers above that. So maybe can we talk a little bit about the platform and operations and what you're finding and what's influenced you there?
Yeah, it was actually one of the deciding factors when we looked at all the other distributors. The move to Tech Data was driven by that operational efficiency, and it actually made my life a lot easier, because in a larger organisation like First Focus, I had to get various teams on board to drive that change. So when we met with Tech Data, the team took us through the Stream One portal and how it works and features that you can do in it, and
through the whole life cycle.
Yeah, correct. And it ticked a lot of the operations team's boxes, including like alignment of our billing cycles and pro rata and billing important. And absolutely.
Because you can choose with Stream One to bill when you want to bill, right? That's important.
Correct, and that was a big factor, because what it does is it reduced our time to bill clients each month.
Right.
And also because we're not manually going in and trying to calculate what that
Right.
client's costs are. It's all done for us. It just comes through integration with our ticketing and invoicing system.
course.
So it became really just a tick and flick exercise for our administration team to send those
Okay.
invoices across.
So they're sending out one bill, which is your services, the product they consume. So that makes it a lot easier for you.
Yeah,
right?
absolutely, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so that synchronization is is
And so what that meant was because it is a bit of work to shift your CSP provider.
Of course.
But having the operations team on board with that change really drove that conversation, and it took a lot of the pressure off me as a vendor partner manager to sort of say, we need to go with these guys. I didn't have to do anything after
Well,
that. The
I'm
operations
delighted.
team just ran with it, and that was
And I hope our team supported you through the process.
yeah, absolutely the whole way. So it's very
that's good
to date.
news.
It's been a very positive
And
experience.
have you integrated your systems with us?
Yes, we've integrated systems. So we're essentially billing out now to
So you got all the APIs up and running.
Yeah.
So you got minimum touch through that whole process.
Exactly, yeah.
Fantastic,
So
fantastic.
if you're gaining that couple of percent in efficiencies,
Oh,
that
that's
these
important.
days is it's the difference between going with one distributor or partner or another. So
Yeah.
it's one of those. Yeah.
Because I guess for you, that repeatable, low-cost process as an MSP, that is fundamental for you, right?
Yeah, and key to that is also the transparency and the accuracy. So you're taking out that human element in
Yeah.
rebilling and stuff like that. So it makes the whole takes pressure off the teams basically.
Good. So Stream One is really ticking the boxes for you. That's good news.
Yeah.
And tell me a little bit more about the business, the services, and how do we support you in terms of how you grow your business, how you win deals, the relationship to Microsoft and our people. How are you finding that?
Yeah. Very good. So Microsoft's a massive part of our business. We're very Microsoft centric. So there's various areas that we need support in that Microsoft relationship. And even though we've got our own SharePoint team, we've got a Copilot team where we're moving those pieces to try and keep up with the change. That isn't possible without the connections to Microsoft. And we do that through tech data, and they will filter out a lot of the information that comes from Microsoft that's relevant to our business being in the managed service industry. So that's a massive part. And then in addition to that, also there's the many benefits that you can get from Microsoft, which isn't always easy to obtain.
Right.
If I can be diplomatically correct while we're at Ignite. So just to get access to those benefits
You get that because of the
and
relationship with us.
that's where our the team at Tech Data will actually bring it to our attention. Hey guys, did you know that you can run this and get these funds? You can if you apply for this, you can get money this way. And the other area that we work heavily together in is running events and the co-op funding. We run that together with Tech Data, so we conduct quarterly roadshows around Australia, and Tech Data features prominently in that, and they actually get the team members from Tech Data actually get in front of our clients, and as well as the rest of the team as well. So it just really helps sort of push the messaging from Microsoft through. So it's a good story from the vendor right through to the end user, and I think that's the other major part that we benefit from that.
Because our goal really is one of the key pillars is our aim is to help you understand what is the best engagement and support from the vendor or through ourselves, help you create demand, support you through that process. So I'm glad the team in Australia are doing a great job there. Look, ultimately, every business wants to grow, and all the talk is about AI and what's out there. And our mission is to help future-proof your business, because we only ever grow if you grow. How are we doing there? Are we...
As far as the growth and driving that revenue, it does come from things like running those events, getting in front of our clients, getting in front of our technical account managers. So we've got
Yeah.
about 20 technical account managers that manage our 300 plus op clients that we have. And to get every single detail about the clients from those technical account managers is very difficult for me then to relay, but the team is quite integrated now. So our technical account manager actually talked to the team at TD about specific client issues,
Okay.
and how Microsoft can fix that. So that it just gives us confidence. If we're saying we're the best managed service provider in Australia, which we do say that, it's good to be able to back that up and know that from a Microsoft perspective,
Right.
we're not going to have someone come in and sweep the carpet out from under us that may be giving our clients something more than we can from a Microsoft perspective. So
That's
we've
very
kind of got our backs are covered there, which is a big thing. And look, there was probably in the past there's probably been some doubts around that. I know for me there was whether we had that confidence. We might have portrayed that we did, but could we back it up?
Right.
And
I mean, as a TD SYNNEX with two-tier, that is very important to us. So you're always safe with us.
Yeah.
There's a lot of partners out there who may be today one tier that are going to potentially move into the two-tier, or MSPs who might be looking for efficiencies, better support, growth. Is there anything that you would want to share with them, or any advice?
There was some pressure to be a tier one Microsoft provider within our organisation, but I spent a lot of time researching that, and I couldn't see an advantage at all.
Yeah.
So we've stuck with that tier two environment, and we don't have a team of Microsoft specialists in our company.
Right.
We don't have dedicated software that will integrate the billing side from Microsoft to come in, and that was one of the key things that I learned during the process of going direct with Microsoft, that we needed to put on staff to just manage that Microsoft relationship and the billing side. So by staying at that tier two, you eliminate the need for that. And interestingly enough, while I've been at Ignite, I've had a couple of conversations with locals that are direct partners actually saying that they're not getting the support from Microsoft, and they're now looking to go back to that tier two to get that support. So really, and there really isn't a benefit to being a director unless you can manage to have that staff to support it.
You're incredibly important to us, so it's really critical for us to give you that support. I'm so glad that you have moved across.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, Jason.
Thanks, Reza. Yeah,
Take
thanks
care.
for the time.